Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at something a bit different, a really charming children's story. It's called The Backpack That Packed Hot Cocoa.
Yeah, and it's not just a sweet story. We're going to, analyze its system. How does this magic backpack actually work? What makes it tick?
Right. We want to understand how the story shows generosity, creating more and more good things, almost like infinite resources from just being kind. So, let's set the scene. It's early winter in a place called Maple Hollow. Snowflakes are coming down. The story says they look like powdered sugar, which is nice.
It's a picture.
And our main character, Milo, he's really cold, shivering. His mittens aren't warm enough, and he forgot his scarf. You know that feeling? Just uncomfortable.
Absolutely. And that feeling, that discomfort Milo has, that's kind of the key to start things off. We're thinking of this backpack less like a toy and more like a system, an emotional system almost. Our mission today really is to map out the rules of this kindness magic. How does Milo go from just wanting to be warm himself to somehow sparking this wave of warmth for everyone around him?
Okay, let's get into that system then. Milo's freezing. He lets out a sigh, wishes he was warmer, and he unzips his backpack. Just a normal backpack, he thinks.
But it's not.
Not at all. That's when the first bit of magic happens. The story even gives us a sound. It goes, WHPLP.
Yeah.
And bam, a steaming mug of hot cocoa just appears.
And the details are important here, aren't
They
they?
really are. It's not just cocoa. It's got whipped cream and specifically 2 marshmallows. And they look like tiny smiling snowmen.
See, that's rule number 1 right there, I think.
Right.
The magic isn't just functional. It's friendly. It's relational. It gives comfort. Yeah, but also company, like those little smiling faces.
That's a great point. And the cocoa even talks, right?
It does. Milo's confused, asks how it got there.
Yeah.
And the cocoa apparently winks and says, magic backpack delivery, ready to warm your day.
Ha! Love it.
And that first feeling Milo gets, it's described as a delicious, chocolatey warmth, like a cozy hug.
Yeah.
So the magic gives him that emotional boost, that feeling of safety before he even gets what's going on.
Okay, so maybe receiving that warmth first is part of the system. Like you have to feel it before you can share it.
It seems like it, a prerequisite. He has to be warmed up, literally and maybe emotionally, before the sharing impulse really kicks in.
Interesting. Because he doesn't just keep it all to himself. Pretty soon, it's recess time. He spots his friend Harper, and she's rubbing her hands together, looking chilly.
Right. He sees someone else in need.
And he immediately thinks of the backpack. He decides to try it again, but for her this time.
He activates the system for someone else?
Yeah. He opens the bag, and PLOP, ha.
Instant response?
2 more cups just bounce out. But here's where it gets even more interesting.
They're different, aren't they?
Yeah. The magic seems to level up when he shares.
Exactly. The first one was great, but they're wearing tiny little scarves and marshmallow earmuffs.
That's adorable.
And they even have their own little announcement. Delivery for chilly fingers and frosty sniffles. So that suggests rule number 2. Sharing makes the magic more personalized.
Yeah.
More specific. It's not just dealing with cold anymore. It's tackling chilly fingers and frosty sniffles. It's adapting.
And of course, kids start noticing all this magic cocoa appearing.
Well, yeah. The whole playground starts gathering around.
And this is where the backpack really goes into overdrive, doesn't it? It's not just cocoa anymore.
Not at all. It starts handing out things based on what different kids need. Not just if they're cold, but if they're feeling sad or a bit left out.
Right. I thought that was really clever. Like for the kids who are feeling down.
Out came these cookie-sized snowflakes.
Yeah. And they melted into warm giggles. How lovely is that?
It's brilliant. It shows the system is delivering emotional comfort, not just physical warmth.
And there were chocolate chips that told jokes.
Tiny jokes. Like, what do snowmen eat for lunch?
Let me guess. Iceburgers.
You got it. It keeps things light, fun. It's about connection and joy, just as much as warmth.
And some Cocoa Cups hummed little songs too, cozy winter songs.
The system is really responding to the whole group's mood, injecting warmth, humor, comfort, these sort of personalized comfort packages, you could call them.
Okay, so the magic scales up, it gets more specific, it brings joy, but there's a test coming, isn't there?
There is the real test of Milo's kindness impulse.
This is the big moment, the climax, you could say. Milo spots another kid, Benny. Benny's sitting all alone, shivering, and he doesn't have any gloves on. You can tell he's really cold and maybe sad too.
Yeah, this is a deeper need being presented.
Milo looks inside his backpack, ready to help again.
Right.
But there's only 1 mug left. Just 1.
And this is what I call the scarcity test. The system puts a limit on things, just for a moment.
What?
And Milo hesitates. The story makes a point of that hesitation.
Because now it's a real choice, right? Before, sharing didn't really cost him his own comfort. He still had his cocoa.
Exactly. It was easy generosity, maybe. But now, it's his last mug. Keep it for himself, stay warm, or give it away completely.
It's that zero-sum moment. His warmth or Benny's?
And that's the core of it. The backpack, the magic system, seems to need proof. Proof that Milo's kindness is real, that it's his default setting, not just something he does when it's convenient.
He thinks about it. You can feel that tension.
But he makes the choice. He walks over and hands that last warm mug to Benny.
He overrides his own need for comfort.
That's the key. Giving up his last resource for someone else, that's the investment the magic was waiting for.
And the payoff is immediate and huge.
Instantaneous. The backpack lights up, twinkles, and then the biggest sound yet. P-L-O-O-P.
Not just one plop this time.
No, a massive one. And the backpack doesn't just replace the one mug. It fills right up, overflowing with enough hot cocoa for every single kid in the schoolyard.
Wow. So passing that test, that moment of real selflessness,
It flipped the switch. From limited supply to, well, abundance, unlimited multiplication. Rule number 3, maybe. True selflessness unlocks limitless resources.
so the lesson isn't just be nice. It's showing that genuine giving, even when it feels like a sacrifice.
It's actually the trigger for getting more back. Enough for everyone.
And the whole playground scene changes then. Everyone's happy, sharing, sipping cocoa, telling stories.
Community inclusion. The system seems to thrive on that shared joy. It needed that final act of selfless sharing to reach its full potential.
The scarcity was weirdly necessary.
It seems so. Without that pressure, that choice, Milo wouldn't have truly shown the kind of heart the magic runs on. It's like the backpack runs on empathy.
And the story even spells it out at the end, right? When the bell rings.
Explicitly, the backpack whispers to Milo its final message, its operating principle. Warm hearts make warm cocoa keep sharing.
Wow. So the warmth of his heart literally fueled the cocoa production.
That's the core idea. His emotional state dictates the output.
So the backpack wasn't just carrying stuff. It was carrying kindness magic.
Powered by his own empathy. Generated by the heart, like you said.
That's actually a really profound message packed into a kid's story.
It is. And it gives us, the listeners, something really concrete. The story shows how generosity multiplies joy. Let's recap those rules we found. First, you notice a real need, maybe your own first.
Right, like Milo being cold.
Second, as soon as you start sharing, the magic gets bigger, better, more tailored to others.
Like the marshmallow earmuffs.
Exactly. And third, the big one. To get past limits, to unlock real abundance, you have to be willing to give selflessly, even when it feels like you might lose out. Pass the scarcity test.
That's the trigger for the overflow. It's a powerful metaphor for how kindness works in our own lives, isn't it?
It really is. When you share warmth, a kind word, a helping hand, even just a shared laugh, that energy isn't lost. It comes back, often bigger, ready to be shared again.
Sharing sweetness creates more sweetness. Kindness multiplies.
Like marshmallows and hot cocoa. The more you give genuinely, the richer it all becomes.
So you had cocoa that winked, cookies that giggled, chocolate chips telling jokes. It was all about bringing comfort and connection.
Yeah, if you needed warmth, or a smile, or just to feel included, that backpack had you covered, because Milo kept sharing. Which brings us to the final thought for you, listening right now. We talked about the backpack holding kindness magic, powered by selfless action. So the question is, how can your actions, maybe even today, hold that same kind of magic? How can you multiply a bit of warmth or joy for someone around you?
Something to think about. Keep exploring that power. We'll be back soon to dive deep into another topic.